Hi, I'm Zach Balbini, owner of Natural Swimming Pools, the swimming pool expert. I specialize in chlorine-free, chemical-free, biological filtration. I am a licensed residential and commercial general pool contractor. BioNova has been building pools since 2008 here in the United States, and they patented their filtration method. I decided this is what I want to put in my backyard for me and my son and my family, and I purchased a franchise not too long after, and the rest is history. So after discovering BioNova, I knew this is the future and this has to go into my backyard. We rented an excavator, built the vault that holds the gravel filter. It doesn't require any plants, and we converted my existing pool in Scottsdale to a gravel filtration to create a natural swimming environment. It doesn't require any chemicals, no chlorine, no acid, nothing to balance the pH and alkalinity. It is all done completely naturally within the biofilter, and I found that swimming at home, we never had any of the chlorine burn, itchiness when we go to sleep at night. Generally, I had a lot of trouble sleeping on days that I was in the chemical pool a lot at Aquatots, and I found that no matter how much time I spend in my natural pool, my skin is left healthy and I don't have chlorine irritation anywhere on my body. So we noticed it was just a much healthier swimming environment, and we saw those benefits at home. Chlorine is bleach. We derive all of our chlorine bleach products from salt water. So even if you have a saltwater pool, you just have a chlorine generator on your pool, which is constantly producing chlorine gas. The main difference between a traditional chlorine chemical pool or even a saltwater pool and a natural swimming pool is that we use chlorine in those pools. Chlorine and chemicals like muriatic acid to balance the pH and alkalinity. In a traditional chemical pool and saltwater pool, you're constantly chasing these changing parameters. The pH and alkalinity is always in flux because it's an unnatural environment that is competing with the porous plaster of your pool and the chlorine and all the other chemicals that are in there. In a natural swimming pool, it is all natural. We give your swimming pool a gut, and in that stomach, it's a microbiome of billions of healthy microorganisms that are actually consuming the nutrients in the water, which naturally suppresses harmful pathogenic organisms. It's the same goal in a chlorine chemical pool. The goal is to suppress biological life from growing and thriving. Chlorine chemical pool does not kill all organisms in the water. It is not a sanitized environment. All we're doing is suppressing organic growth. In a natural pool, we are encouraging that microbiological growth by giving your pool a stomach to actually consume the nutrients. Because in a natural swimming pool, you don't have to drain and refill, that means that the plaster of your pool is gonna last much, much longer. And it's why I like to say that I build pools for life, because the natural swimming pool never needs the chemical maintenance and the construction maintenance that a traditional chemical pool would need. Some other cost factors for chemical pools versus natural pools is electricity usage. In a traditional chemical pool, we have to run the water through a pressurized filter, and this pressure causes a lot of resistance against the pump. In a natural swimming pool, it is not pressurized. It is completely open to atmosphere, which means there's no resistance that the pump has to work against. We are only using a fraction of the electricity. So long-term savings actually helps with the pump as well. Because you're not running your pump constantly at that high RPM and that high pressure, it should extend the life of your pump greatly. The problem with long-term exposure to these chemicals is that you're constantly breathing in the chloramines. which isn't just chlorine, it's combined chlorine. It's got dead bacteria combined with it, and breathing that in can cause harmful irritation to your lungs, your sinuses, let alone what bleach does to your skin. Your body's largest organ is not only getting killed by that chlorine, but your skin actually can absorb chlorine and get it into your body and into your bloodstream. Those who are most at risk are generally people with asthma, allergies, eczema, and elderly people as well. To create a natural swimming pool, we can design and build one from scratch, or we can convert an existing swimming pool by adding on a biofilter to your existing structure. The average cost for a traditional chlorine chemical pool is around $50,000 for about a 500 square foot pool. Could be a little less for a smaller pool, but there's not a whole lot of cost savings by reducing your pool that much. And for a natural swimming pool, I recommend a $75,000 budget for up to 500 square feet with the gravel filter. If you wanted to build a BioSwim pond that is filtered by all plants, you would budget around $125,000 to build a 500 square foot pool and an additional 500 square foot plant regeneration zone. And if you have an existing swimming pool, the cost to convert starts at around $20,000 to $30,000. If you are interested in learning more, please fill out a contact form and download the definitive guide to natural pools so we can begin the conversation to design your dream swimming pool.